Hello, it's day 156, and I want to talk about the paleo diet. The paleo diet is a weird one for me, because I have firsthand experience with it, but not in the way you might think. I never went on the paleo diet myself, but my dad was on it for about 2 or 3 months way back in 2018. And since I'm the one who does most of the shopping and the cooking for the family, it fell to me to cater to that diet in most instances. And if you're unfamiliar with the paleo diet, basically it boils down to if a caveman could have shoved that food in his gob back during the Paleolithic era, you are allowed to eat it. And if not, it's off limits. So that means you're allowed things like seafood, meat, fruits and vegetables, certain nuts, but you're not allowed things like cereal grains or dairy, because those are agriculture things, and agriculture bad, only caveman good. Even with that very small explanation, I think that you can maybe work out what some of the problems were with the paleo diet. For one, it is super unclear what is actually paleo and what is not. And not every source out there will agree what is actually paleo. As more archaeological evidence is dug up about cavemen, the paleo diet shifts, oh, actually they did have certain root vegetables, but no, they actually didn't have that nut. And some Paleolithic populations in this part of the world ate a lot of this thing, and some ate a lot of that thing, so really it depends on what blood group you're in. I don't know, it's very confusing, and I often, several times a day, found myself Googling things like, are carrots paleo? Are potatoes paleo? Can you eat beans if you're paleo? No, actually the answer is no on the beans. But the thing is, the diet was very unintuitive, and it made you think more about the actual thing that you were eating, but not on the level of how much am I eating? Do I actually want that thing? It was more of, can I eat that? Would a caveman would have eaten that? People who really love the paleo diet will tell you that your health will improve markedly if you're on the paleo diet, because it's more natural for you as your human body. My dad went on the paleo diet because he heard that it was good for people with autoimmune diseases. He does have an autoimmune disease, but I will tell you that during his time on paleo, he was not healthy. His skin condition flared up, his digestive issues flared up again, and the whole reason he ended the paleo experiment was because one day I made a paleo, I don't even remember what it was, a paleo flatbread, something like that, out of seeds and nuts. And the sheer level of fiber in that flatbread made him so sick that he was just okay, we're done, no more paleo. And once we went off paleo, he was starting to feel better, even a couple days later. Ultimately, I think that paleo is just clean eating dressed up in a caveman costume. And if it works for you, great, go chase your woolly mammoth down the icy plains. Good for you, I'm so happy for you. Ultimately, I think it's better to just listen to your body. If you want quinoa, go for it. But if what you really want is French fries, you should probably go for that instead. Because if you constantly try to replace the foods that you love with healthy alternatives, paleo alternatives, it's just going to create a feedback loop in your mind where you end up hating the healthy food and craving that unhealthy food so much that you end up overeating it when you finally break down and give yourself the chance to eat it. I don't think paleo is any better or worse than any other diet, and by that extent, I don't think it's going to be something I try in the near future.